Boys and girls, children of all ages, we are going to be starting up the team building right now. So this first team is one that's submitted by one of our wonderful Patreons. Kyle, you can see his name right there. He's one of our diamond tier Patreons, so that means we're going to be looking at his team first. There's a bunch of different tiers on the Patreon. We're going to be reworking those a little bit soon, but the best I can do is get to their teams first. This is a team that we have complete freedom to do whatever we want with. The whole point of their team that they said in their small write-up on Patreon was that they wanted to use a team with multiple intimidates and multiple like sleep-inducing moves that you can see, as well as like ally switch and just a bunch of other really annoying things. They said I could have complete creative freedom to do whatever I wanted to do to be the most annoying. So because this is a team submitted by them, and we want to do our absolute best to make it the best it can. What we're going to do is we're going to throw it into the Marriland team builder, and we're going to see actually how their stats hold up on paper. So, or how their defensive typing holds up on paper. So you want to go Hitmon on top. You want to go Incineroar. Perfect. So you can see on paper, their total weaknesses is actually like super balanced. And this is something you should be trying to do for like almost all of your teams. You want to not have like big obvious like weaknesses here, like 3s or 4s in this category. It means you have a pretty balanced team. And so, on paper, like, you know, we have, like, weakness to Fairy on the Hitmontop. We have, we have a weakness to Fairy on the Hitmontop. We have weaknesses like Water Fighting. But then we have, like, you know, Fighting Resist, Fighting Nullification. So, like, I think that's pretty good. I will say, I want to have not necessarily an Electric Resist or Nullification, but I want a Pokemon that deals with electric attacks a little bit better. You have Gravity in your Dusclops to increase the accuracy of Hypnosis Sleep Powder. If you're not running an increased accuracy ability such as Combo Dice. Is that what you're saying this team has right now? It doesn't have it yet, but who knows? We might make it work. I like the team a lot, though. So let's see. Melodic, though, has weaknesses to, like, grass, right? And we have, like, multiple big grass resists. So I really like that. But I actually think I'm going to change one thing on the team that is going to completely change how this team is played, I think. I think it could be used for the better, but it's going to be... We'll see if this works. Let's see what happens if we actually change out the Hatterene for Aegislash. And let's see what that changes. So it doesn't really change a ton, but we're going to see no TR. No, Dusclops has TR. What do you mean? Dusclops totally has that TR. Not 100% feeling TR on this team. No. You'll get it. You'll get it. I promise you. So look at what Aegislash does. So Aegislash is super cool because Aegislash is one of those Pokemon that like requires people to like super tunnel into it. And if we're gonna play a grindy game, an annoying game, there's some super cool combos you can pull off with Aegislash. I don't know if I particularly like the double like Hitmontop Incineroar. I'm not a fan of the Hitmontop either. So if we're trying to play for the memes, we want some more memes. What are some other good things we can do? Butterfrees are really good GMax, but like you need to supplement. They're one of the reasons why like these two both have fire weaknesses, but like a lot of the things hit the Butterfree, like the rock attacks are resisted on the Aegislash. Aegislash also gets Wide Guard and stuff like that. So I really do like the Butterfree Aegislash combo. I still want that that electric resist. Let's see what happens if we change Hitmontop for Excadrill. I just want to look at it. It's probably going to add, it's going to add too much fire weakness and too much ground weakness, and that's okay. Well, we're not going to use Excadrill, but I think that's like a step in the right direction. All right, let's cut Excadrill. We need a physical attacker in that slot. I don't want to use Bisharp. I can't use fire weaknesses or ground weaknesses. So what's a good physical attacker that can use status moves if need be? I mean, Grimmsnarl goes good there. I like Grimmsnarl there a little bit more. I think Grimmsnarl can provide like a lot of usefulness for this team, especially screens. Screens are going to be huge. Huge. So we're trying out the Hatterene for an Aegislash and Hitmontop for Grimmsnarl. And so we want to go Grimm. And make sure you want to go GMax Grimm. And we're going to go Aegislash. I really like GMax Hatterene. But I think Aegislash, like, I really like this on paper. Because it's like, hey, you need ghost types. Hey, you need fire types. Hey, you need steel types. And we have like multiple things. It's like, if they want to bring their ghost types, it's like, cool, I'll bring my Incineroar. If they want to bring their fire types, it's like, cool, I'll bring my Incineroar, my Melodic. If they want to bring their steel types and their poison types, hey, cool, I'll bring my Aegislash. Do you see like how this actually works? It's going to be like super, super value. And so all we need to do is create EV spreads for these guys. And so we're actually going to start off with using the, I don't want to call it cookie cutter, but I will say that it's the Grimmsnarl set that I personally like to use, and I'm going to go over it a little bit more in depth because I feel that I've been using it, and a lot of people are like, well, how do you know? It's like, well, I'll talk about it. It's pretty good. And then the Aegislash set. The Aegislash set can go a couple different ways. Again, I'm going to scroll down here and just take one that I've already looked at and see if that fits. And that's one thing that I always like to do. I think that that's what you guys should be doing. Instead of taking things from, like, I don't know if there is an Aegislash paste on here. Sorry, we'll make another one. What you should always be doing is trying to use pastes that you've already used before. And trying to make them work. Because it just reinforces your own play style. Does that make sense? Like, you really want to, instead of taking stuff off Pikalytics or Trainer Tower or Twitter or wherever you find them, or even stuff like me, unless you can find the context for why they're good, you don't take them. Frisk Grimmsnarl, it's not gonna be Frisk. No, it's gonna be Prankster. So anyways, yeah, we need to build an Aegislash EV spread. We'll do that eventually. There's some really cool combos you can do with Aegislash Dusclops, and hopefully we can make these work. Now let me see, how do I actually want to build the rest of this team? Let's do the Aegislash EVs for now. So you want King Shield for sure. You want King Shield. There's a few different ways you can actually run this Pokemon, but you know you need King Shield. I think we're gonna go special. I think we're just gonna go Shadow Ball, Flash Cannon, and then the last move can be a few different options, right? It can be either Sub or Wide Guard. And I think right now Wide Guard's actually definitely worth talking about. Substitute is by far and away the better move. It also gets things like Close Combat and other physical moves. But I think we're going to try Wide Guard here because let's take a look at some of our weaknesses. We have big ground weaknesses, big rock weaknesses, and there's a lot of people using like Muddy Water Melodic. There's a lot of people running Rock Slide, Earthquake. There's a lot of Heat Waves, a lot of Eruptions, a lot of Water Spout, Blastoise. I think actually, like, this is one of the few times that you can tech a Wide Guard user, and it's going to be very, very good. We talked a lot about teching Wide Guard on a Conkeldurrs last week and getting extreme value from that, and I think this is a very similar idea. So we're going to try and use Wide Guard today. We're going to get to our EV spread. We need to get to it. But let's go to Grimmsnarl. Remember, this is going to be we're probably going to use a Light Clay Grimmsnarl, I would say. And I'm going to mix with the movesets just a bit. So let's take the moveset apart. I know that I want Thunder Wave on this Grimmsnarl because, again, we're trying to be annoying. And, again, you want to be annoying, so we should go Swagger. Actually, though, we're not going to go Light Clay because there's not enough room. All right, so then we can completely change the item a little bit later. We're going to want Sucker Punch, though. And so we have Thunder Wave, Swagger. What is the last move that we want? There's so many good moves this Pokemon gets. We can do like an eject button play. Yeah, let's try the eject button. I know there's an eject button on it, so we're going to change all that. And eject button there, and then switcheroo. Or is it trick? All right. So that's an okay set. We're going to mess with the EVs and the rest of the stuff later. Spirit Break helps a ton. Oh, it does, but we need to be able to use a dark move off our GMax move. So that's why we're doing it like that. So we're going like full Haxmon, because that's what you want to do, right? Up next, we're going to look at Incineroar. We're going to change the EVs when we get to it. I don't think you actually want Parting Shot. I actually think you just want U-turn. And Throat Chop, I think you want Lariat. You want Lariat because like people increase their defenses a lot, and we don't really care about stopping. Like, you'd be able to stop a couple things. It's not really worth it. Butterfree, we're taking a look at the EV spread in just a minute. So far, it looks fine. When building a team, do you focus more on offensive covers or defensive resistance? It completely depends on what your team's goal is. Are you playing an aggressive team, a defensive team, a reactive team? Are you building a team for fun? Are you building a team for regionals? Are you building a team for best of 1 or best of 3? It completely depends on what the context you're building the team in and the format that you're building it in. And I know that I said we were going to run Wide Guard, but we're going to run Shadow Sneak. So we can go pair it with the Grimmsnarl. And they're never going to see that coming. And this guy. Does this guy get Shadow Sneak too? Yes, it does. Awesome. So we're going to put Shadow Sneak there. And that moveset is okay. I like... Let me see. I don't want Will-O-Wisp, I don't think. I don't think there's going to be room for Will-O-Wisp. I actually want Pain Split. And I'll mess with the EVs when I have to mess with them. And the melodic Coil Hypnosis Blizzard. Nah, Blizzard. Coil Hypnosis. I'm just not a fan of Coil Hypnosis at all. But I think we're going to try it. Now, so after talking with Pikatrainer last night, I think the Muddy Water is the play. And then you won't recover. Sucks we get walled by Gastro, but like, we can try something to cover up for that. Like, we can go, like, freaking... that. She don't need Protect on a Butterfree right now. This is still okay versus Gastro in specific situations. Especially because we're going to be going like this. Put the weakness policy there. I really don't like being walled by Gastro. I'm actually going to try the Wide Lens. Let's try that. Lapras is another one. I don't want to be walled by either of those. I think Aegislash can get its job done. I think this... oh, it's Room Service Butterfree still? I think you want to just throw a Sash on it. And this had the eject button. We're going to put the Vest on here. I think Incineroar probably shouldn't be on this team, but it's okay. So now that we have our 6, we can start working on the EV spreads. And I was talking a little bit about my Grimmsnarl EV spread and why I actually like it. But, yeah, you're starting to understand. Like, Pikatrainer gets it. You can sneak your own Aegislash and get a bunch of stuff done there. But the way that this Grimmsnarl EV spread works is that you want to go full HP because Grimmsnarl's base HP is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's 95. That's actually super significant. But this much HP with this much defense investment lets us live through, like, tons of big steel attacks. Like, let's talk about what Grimmsnarl's weak against. It's weak against, like, steel and poison and fairy, right? And so a lot of the fairy moves are spread moves, like Dazzling Gleams. With this much, you can actually live it out. And the main problem you're actually having to fight is those big iron heads from, like, Exordils, and this lets you, like, live those relatively easily. You want to go a little bit in speed. I go 12 as a speed creep. You know, you'd go 4, and then you'd go 12. The next one would be 20 if you want to go 20. But I just want 12 in case, so I can go for, like, always get my moves off before other Grimmsnarls can do stuff. Like, let's say I wanted to switcheroo an opposing Grimmsnarl, remember, because I can't hit their Grimmsnarl because they're a dark type because I'm Prankster. I want to hit their partner with my switcheroo before they can Thunder Wave my partner, right? It's actually, like, super important that I at least get my tech off before they get theirs off. So you want to go 12 there, and then the remaining points just go 12, and it's not supposed to be an attack. It's supposed to be down here. So the Incineroar EV spread that we're working at with, again, I think this can definitely be optimized. I think a decent Incineroar spread for those of you guys that are looking to use Incineroar is probably, I usually think the base is 20. I know a lot of people like going 4 or 12, and then we're at 20, and some people really like going to 28. And if you go 28, that's okay. Let's talk about it. What are your thoughts on Room Service Incineroar? I think it's okay. We're gonna go 28, and we're gonna go like that. And note that I really do like the U-turn instead of the parting shot, just because I feel we need a little bit extra damage. And you can't taunt a U-turn, and U-turn breaks sashes, so that's one of the reasons why we're going to go U-turn. U-turn's also pretty good. It gives Incineroar a much better matchup versus, like, Hydreigon and other things like that you wouldn't actually think about. But this is a pretty decent Incineroar spread. Incineroar has a really high base HP, and so you don't really need to put full points in the HP. You actually want to maximize our Assault Vest. If you have Prankster and all your moves are priority, do you really need much speed? That's why I only put 12. Like, you don't need any more than that. All these moves are priority moves, but you want to be able to outspeed the other Grimmsnarls, right? It's only 12 points. It's not going to kill. It's not going to break your bank. And when we ever fight another Grimmsnarl and we outspeed them every single time for, like, the first 5... Like, imagine being able to, like, outspeed them every time. How valuable that would be. At the cost of 12 EVs, you're going to love it. You're going to like the way you look. And since we're not going super hard in Trick Room, we're probably just going to want to go, like, regular Butterfree. And I think the Giga Drain is, like, unique here. The only reason why I really even think the Giga Drain's worth talking about is because we have such a bad, like, Gastron matchup. You could even put Solar Beam here, but I don't think you need it. Giga Drain's usually fine. Aegislash has all the tech moves. We need to make an EV spread. We'll do that in a minute. Dusclops has the Shadow Sneak and Ally Switch. I really think that, like, the Ally Switch is super tech because you can Ally Switch next to an Aegislash, pop your King Shield, and make them, when they go to hit the Dusclops, get the -2 attack drop. Oh, it's only a -1 attack drop now. That sucks. Anyways, but the -1 attack drop, and it's super fun to do. And then with the Melodic. And we need to change EV spreads in these last 3. So with an Aegislash, I think one thing that's really important is you always want to go like speed, reduce nature. You always want to do that because you want to maximize the amount of time you're in defensive stance. And let's see. I think you want to obviously go full HP on the Aegislash. Now, this is a question. Like, we have an Intimidator. We don't have any screens, but I think you want to go heavy on the specialty side. Like, what's popular right now? Like Lapras, Blastoise, Venusaur, Melodic. Incineroar's popular, right? And it makes contact, so we can bait those with King Shield. I don't think we actually need to go, like, defense at all. Like, I think you're actually just fine trying something like this for now. We're going to try that for now. Again, you already have your speed correct on your Dusclops. You want to be as bulky as possible. I think Dusclops, though, you want to use your stats a little bit differently because Dusclops, again, is weak to that Incineroar. So you want to put, like, at least 60 points there, and then you just go 196 in specialty. I understood what you were going for with the original Dusclops EV spread because you had Will-O-Wisp, and so it'd cover up for the fact that you don't have that big defense boost, but I still think this is just a little bit better. And then Melodic, again, Melodic has Coil, but I don't think you want to go full specialty. I just can't do it. I can't run Melodic like this. I just can't. I feel that we need something completely different. What if we did this? Let me know what you guys think about this. I know it's making us a little bit weak to Rock. I think I'm going to try the Lapras, and we're going to mess with it. So we go Lapras. Yeah, I like Lapras there. We'll mess with that when we get to it, and I think we need to change out the Incineroar. I like that a lot. And then we can actually cut that for Protect again. Or like whatever move we want, because we have like, this is Gastrodon coverage too. I'm thinking about using GMax Pikachu as well, because we have like Ally Switch and other unique things that we can do. I'm thinking about using a GMax Pikachu, or even just a Light Ball Pikachu. This plays very similar to how Incineroar plays, by the way. Like, it gets Fake Out, gets a higher speed tier Fake Out. I like this. We'll mess with the set when we need to. So that's gonna be weird looking. That's cool. Yeah, man. It's like it's like I have 2 Grimmsnarls. And it has the Lightning Rod. We want Protect there then. So Protect, King Shield, Ally Switch. All right, cool. So first move you always want is Freeze Dry. You want Freeze Dry. I think you want Hydro Pump because you can't run Scald on Lapras because it's an Ice type. We realize that, and let's go. Alright, what other moves do we really want? I don't think you really need the Ice Shard, but I think it's definitely worth talking about. I think we might put the Ice Shard there. I know it gets Thunderbolt. I think we're going to probably put the Thunderbolt on there. Because we're vested, so like it really changes the moves that we can actually use. It gets like Thunderbolt. We'll go Thunderbolt for now. I don't think you need Psychic. I think Psychic is... The only reason you would want Psychic is to stop like priority moves. We actually don't want to stop our priority moves. But this can change the terrain as well, so it's pretty good. Yeah, Lapras being able to set the electric terrain's value. Ooh, it also gets Ancient Power. I think I'm just going to put the Ice Shard on there. Just because it just goes so well with the Grimmsnarl. And just having a ability to like chip little things like that is going to be super important. Like you're going to start seeing it. So we got this big Lapras. So we got the Trick Room. All right, so let's start working on the Lapras CV spread. It recommends this, and it's terrible. Everyone that's going like super mega Lapras, incorrect. You want to do super slow Lapras. And that's so much HP. You don't nearly need that much HP. How does Lapras use Thunderbolt? It's beautiful. What does GMax Grimmsnarl do? It uses GMax Snooze, which puts a yawn on opposing Pokemon. Let's think of Lapras EV spreads. It's a tough one, right? Lapras has a lot of unique stats. How much points does Lapras need to OHKO Gastrodon with Freeze Dry? Time to go to the damage calc. It's probably going to be like full. All right, always set them correctly. All right, so Freeze Dry uninvested, almost OHKO's an uninvested Gastrodon. So let's assume this Gastrodon is full. How many points does it want us to use? All right, so we can OHKO if we put full investment. So that means it's just never worth it to go full investment, like ever. So we actually just want to look at melodic then. And the most melodics that you're going to be looking at are full HP, full specialty, and we want to be able to like 2 or 3 shot those. All right, so we can like 3 shot with full investment on Freeze Dry. Just saying that that's a calc to know. So this all means that like Lapras, I don't want to put a ton in, but let's just keep looking at Pokemon and see like things we can get like 2-shot KOs. So looking at Dragapult now, how much damage do we do with Freeze Dry? We 2-shot Dragapult with Freeze Dry with no investment, which is totally good to know. Let's think of other ones. We're using Hydro Pump, right? How much damage do we do to Incineroar? Do we have a 2-shot on Incineroar with Hydro Pump? Let's see, Incineroar. Oh, not best Incineroar. So like full HP Incineroar, Hydro Pump would be here. And we don't want to always look at it as max. So we have a 2-shot on Incineroar uninvested. So I'm actually thinking about using like an uninvested set. So I'm just going to go full bulk then. So what we saw by looking at those calcs is that you don't really get anything by going full investment that you need. You can actually just play the value game. And I think that, let's talk about what Lapras is weak against. Lapras is weak against... more weak against like special attacks, I would say. So I want to go more on the specialty side. So I'm gonna go like 180 with a, I don't really want to go like a 252 in there. What if I want like a 220 and then like a 104? Because it's so, or sorry, it's so big. Is it just 100? Right? Yeah. And then we have 4 extra points, Lamau. It wouldn't be slow, boy. We have 4 extra points. Bam. So this should be right? Yep. Just make sure. Yep. Perfect. So we got a thick boy. We got thick Lapras, like dummy thick Lapras. You don't need to put a ton of points in HP. You're gonna get diminishing returns because it's so high. So it's actually a lot better to like maximize these other stats. And you can see how our defense is actually higher than our, like, this is going to make our matchup versus like Sand like so much easier. For an attack, you're right. Those are wasted. Gotta use Raichu EV spreads. All right, so Raichu EV spreads are a little bit weird. We're obviously going to be going like Timid Nature, but like we always want to be able to outspeed base 100s. So base 100 would be like Charizard. So that means we have to be able to outspeed 167. So we always want to outspeed base 167. Doesn't necessarily mean that I need like 252. Because if I do it like that, right? See, it's wasting points. I can probably get away with like a 220 or a 200. Wow, it's like a 180. Yep, perfect. So that means we actually have the rest of these points to do whatever we want with. We want to go full HP. Just because Raichu's HP is in the 60s, are pretty low. That means we had 76 points to put literally wherever we want. And since we're not using a sash, I actually probably want to put them in like a bulky stat. So I think I'm going to put them like over here. I'm probably going to put the 76 just right here. See? Pretty good. So we're still outspeeding Charizard's base 100s, so we can always get up our screen immediately. We're actually improving the Charizard matchup even further by putting points in special defense. And like, you may think like, why you care that much about Charizard? Charizard hits pretty hard. We have like an Aegislash Butterfree Lapras. So like Charizard is, Timidar gets 180. Does it? Doesn't look like it to me. Oh, Timid 180 from my EV spread. Okay. I was like, what? Nah, I got it. I think it's a pretty good team so far. You want to check the validate, make sure it works. Awesome. And let's go play some games. All right. So always, guys, whenever you get a new game, always say GLHF. Always. Right? Always say GLHF and always say very cool team. And then from there, you guys can choose to do like a winky face or like an exclamation point or like a heart. We're going to do the heart. Very cool team. Let's see. So we see their team is Blastoise, Indeedee, Lucario, Incineroar, Whimsicott, and Goodra. Right? So the Whimsicott can be paired with the Lucario or the Incineroar for like really hard to deal with. All right, how do we want to deal with that? I think you got to go fake out on the whim then and just really punish the other one. I actually think what you should be doing is probably trying to go for a Butterfree play here. What if the team is not cool? It doesn't matter. It's not hard to have good manners. See, now they're talking to me. And look how nice they are because I was nice. I think that the Grimmsnarl play is actually pretty solid. Like, I can go fake out Nuke into the whim. They're going to Dynamax hit my partner. Yeah. And then in the back, there's a Blastoise. I do think that Raichu's good here. I think that Aegislash is pretty solid. And then I don't actually know if we want this Dusclops right now. I don't think Dusclops is like really good in this matchup. Just my opinion. I think I'm going to try the Butterfree. All right, let's try it. Wish me luck. Grimmsnarl Lapras versus Blastoise. So Blastoise can get fake out. Gotta watch out for that. We're definitely... Oh shit, there's no fake out on this guy. All right, that sucks. I'm just going to switch it out then. Because I don't want to waste my eject button right now. I thought I had fake out on it. I don't want to waste it right now. So just switching for Butterfree. And I guess I'll GMax and Resonance. Yeah. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's huge. Yo, look how thick we are. Shell Smash? Never heard of it, Chief. Yo, never heard of it. All right, cool. Sash is up for that guy. That's totally fine. All right, he's going to probably go for like a Muddy Water or something. I'm just going to protect and go for probably a Max Lightning into the Blastoise slot. I could care less about this Whimsicott right now. I dare him to spam Muddy Water. I literally had Water Absorb for this, like, situation. Yo, we are thick right now. Helping Hand. Yo, not bad. He's going to, like, nuke my Butterfree. Oh my gosh, Butterfree almost died through the hand. He's always going to kill his Whimsicott. So that's really good. Once Butterfree goes down, Grim can get a lot of stuff done. What Pokemon's even though they're Indeedee? I can't even see it. Lamau. Let me see what move is actually the best to use here. Because Max Geyser, it's probably the Geyser, but I think I'm just going to Max Lightning the Blastoise. If he wants to follow me, I think it's okay. Max Darkness. Bye-bye Butterfree, yo. Bye-bye Butterfree. He goes for a Psych Up! Yo, that's so sick! That's so cool! That is super cool, by the way. Alright, so I still have Aurora Veils up. I have a lot of other stuff up. I think I'm just going to send this guy out in King Shield, get my Weakness Policy proc. And probably just go with the Freeze Dry. Psych Up, what a cool... It is definitely cool. Max Geyser, never heard of it, Chief. I really wanted him to go for like a max move. Psyshock. Ow! He's hitting... See, look how thick we are. That guy's at +2, and he has the terrain, right? No, it's electric terrain still. All right, there's the Goodra. That's the problem Pokemon over there. Grim's like super useless. I just have to realize that Grim's gonna be like incredibly useless this game. I think I'm gonna switch Grim in and get like a free switch there and probably just start. I'm gonna try and one-shot the Indeedee with a Hydro Pump. Follow me? That's fine. I want you to get hit. Ow! That's so much damage to my Lapras. Oh man, that's a lot of damage. Okay. The Electring's up. I can totally go for a Sucker on the Indeedee, I think. I will. that Thunderbolt will OHKO my Lapras. I think I just have to get to a situation where, like, I don't want to deal with that. I have a special D-drop, that's why. Don't follow me. Oh! Super effective! Oh, he had the berry. Alright. Yo, we're working. Trying our best right now. We're gonna Thunder Wave it. We are gonna take its item in a minute. Get that big para. Fire Blast. Never heard of that one, Chief. Yay, forfeits. We take those wins. Yo, team worked. Taking the big wins. You absolutely love to see that. I think we could have played that one a little bit better, but the thick Lapras, like, that guy had a super cool team and we still were able to win, so you'll love to see it. Perfect. Oh, that's a cool team too. Okay, and you say GLHF. Very cool team. We're using exclamation point this time. Okay, so Melodic, that's one of the Pokemon we actually teched to beat with our Lapras, and he knows we're going to go Lapras, so he's going to be definitely coming out with a big Passamin. Do I care about the Passamin? I really can't tell yet. Passamin. I mean, Raichu's pretty good against Passamin, I would say. I can just set screens. What if I want, like, Raichu Lapras with Aegislash? And then I don't think I want Grim. I think they're going to get, like, a big Dynamax, and there's not that much I can do about that. I think we go Butterfree in the last slot. All right, so let's see if this works. So Rotom and Whimsicott. All right, another Whimsicott lead. Very surprising. You see how safe I am right here? It's like, bro, isn't that just the best thing you ever did see? I'm going to set that if he's just going to let me do this. This lead is like, I didn't think he was going to lead Whimsicott, but, like, if he leads Whimsicott, the fake out Resonance, I'm going to get my free Veil. And then I'm just going to be able to Hydro Pump your Rotom. You absolutely love to see this right here. Right now, he's like, ugh. There we go. Big Dynamax. You Dynamaxing something too bad? Nope. No Dynamax. No nothing. Oh, he ally switched. All right. A world with more peace. Yeah, that's right. Players like you. Yo, thank you so much for the kind words. He ally switched. He ally switched with the Rotom and flinched. Not bad. I set my Veil, so there's not really that much I need to be doing here. And I guess that's not great for me. There's no reason for him to do that, though. So we're going to Volt Switch and then, like, Hard Switch back in and reset our Fake Out. Oh, it's almost like I play the game. Almost like I play the game. Corviknight. That's fine. So we've seen all four of his Pokemon. Volt Switch into the Corviknight slot. And he had a Walkenberry? Whoa. Walkenberry. Not bad. Just bring in our Aegislash here. Aegislash is in, like, a really good spot. We can OHKO the Corviknight. You can see that my max guys are at 37%. He's at 43, but now the Rain's active, so I can just go into that slot again. I think I'm going to try to go for a Shadow Ball into the Excadrill and a Geyser into the Corviknight. And then we just have our Raichu be able to reset things when we need it. Quake. Oh, that OHKO'd. All right, so is he orbed? Yeah. That's the only way that OHKO's, so. There's a couple things I can do with Butterfree. I think we're obviously using Sleep Powder, but I don't know who I want to target. I outspeed the Corviknight, and I can just Sleep Powder it. I think I'm going to do that. What if he switches in Whim, though? I need to Sleep Powder the Excadrill. That sucks. Oh, well. Yeah, I have to do it, so. Have to do it! Otherwise, we'll just lose. Yep. He's roosting me out. Butterfree's gonna get ticked out there. But Excadrill has to be asleep for the next, like, million turns, so that's okay. I think you just gotta keep Hydro Pumping. We want to get the Corviknight off the board, as lame as that sounds. Alright, so let me look at this. He still has 4 Mons. I could Reflect and stuff right now too. But I think you just want to Volt Switch there and start going for, like, I'm going to run out of Hydro Pumps probably. Let's see if he's just roosting. You know, oh, 1 turn Wake Up, never lucky. Yeah, we lost that one. Thanks. So what do we got here? What do we got? Liepard with Butterfree. I mean, I don't care if that team sets Trick Room, really. Lapras is pretty good against it. I think Aegislash is pretty solid too. Dusclops is almost okay as well. I think Butterfree's solid though. We'll go Butterfree. I think Butterfree Lapras seem really good. I think we're gonna go Aegislash for sure. And then the last mon is like really the important one. Like, what do we actually want? I think the Dusclops is value. So we're gonna try Dusclops here. All right, so that's the obvious lead. I think we're just going to try to sleep powder that one. And just chill. I think we're just going to sleep powder that one and chill. There's not really even a reason to hit it right now. I'm going to probably actually... That's the one right there. I wonder if he's going to safeguard me. We'll see. Don't safeguard me. Don't you do it. Just use follow me. Befuddles up, boys. Poison? Sleep. OMG! OMG! You'll love to see that, don't you? He doesn't really have any fast things, so it's probably just a good idea to Befuddle again. And just start going for... Flash Cannon's better than Shadow Ball against this team? Yes. Oh, Shadow Ball would have been good there. The one time, right? Epic Sleep. That's right. What are we rolling? Survey says, oh, another Sleep. Butterfree. Absolute poggers right now. What are you using for a program? This is Pokemon Showdown. Rhyperior, you'll love to see it. Last Befuddle up. And I'm going to King Shield so we can proc my weakness policy for me. Because I'm probably going to fail this Befuddle. It's going to Dynamax that Rhyperior, but then we still have our Lapras to come out. How do you make it look so beautiful? It's almost like I play the game. It's just a skin. Befuddle. Sleep again? Oh, 3 sleeps? Ah! That's pretty nice. That's pretty good. Just gonna go for a Hurricane. I think you actually want to get the, I think you actually ignore the Rhyperior. You want to do your best to get the Dusclops off the board. To stop the TR. He's probably gonna wake up. Don't wake up, don't wake up. Oh my goodness. We'd be taking those all the way to the bank. What Dynamax? Did he Dynamax? I didn't see any Dynamaxing. All I saw were wins. Butterfree. That was like the best Befuddles ever. You used all your luck for the day with this battle, and that's fine. I'll take it. Yeah, team was fun. So hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you liked the changes I made. You feel free to do whatever you want with it. I feel like Aegislash is a really good addition. I feel Lapras is a much better addition over the Melodic. I feel that Raichu might be doubling up a little bit Lapras because we're using screens and like screens, but the whole point that I was trying to make with this Lapras is that like you don't need to like Dynamax it turn 1 to get like value. And Butterfree's still just busted. So hopefully you liked it. You can always submit another version of it next week. I want to get another team. Man, I spent a whole hour on that first team. Holy moly.